Hi everyone, my name is Hadel-Lynn and currently I am in my very last semester of nursing school, which is so exciting to say out loud. I want to share with you all a few things I wish I knew before starting my nursing school program. For more nursing school related content, make sure to check out the playlists up above and make sure to give this video a like and subscribe. And with that, let's get started. If you are not a fan of group work, nursing school is not gonna work for you. Pretty much every single semester, I have been assigned in groups for something, whether it be completing a case study, whether it be completing a paper together, whether it be doing a presentation, because a lot of working in the medical field is working collaboratively. The hard thing is that most of the time you don't get to have control of what groups that you're in. So pros of that is you get to really get to know your classmates through this because you're forced to work together. But the cons of this is if you find out that someone is not really putting up their work in the group work, I'm sorry to say, but it sucks to suck, and you have to figure out a way to really navigate through that. Just do the best that you can. Everyone should be communicating what they need to do before things are due. I am a huge fan of setting up a mini deadline before the actual deadline of a task, so that way if anything gets messed up along the way, we have enough leeway to really improve on it before it's fully due. But yes, group work is a large component in nursing school and is a large component of your grade. Unfortunately, not every person is going to make the cut every semester. It's just because the content of nursing school is very, very tough. My cohort, we originally started out with 45 people, and then in the first semester, there was about I want to say a few people who didn't make it through, and then in the second semester there were at least 10 people who didn't make it through, and it was really tough just because when you start out a program you want everyone to succeed, but at the same time you have to do as best as you can. The people who made it through each semester, there will be a certain level of guilt that you will feel if you are friends with someone who didn't make it through the following semester, but honestly it's really important to continue doing the best that you can and supporting the people that didn't make it through as much as possible, just because you do have to put your own needs first, just because nursing school is tough. Now, for the people who didn't make it through for the semester, unfortunately there are people who will not pass, and that's okay. If you still want to continue with your nursing journey, this is just a minor setback. I knew a lot of people who didn't pass either the first semester or the second semester, and then they retook the class that they didn't pass, and they're doing so much better now. Sometimes the style of how a class is taught doesn't always click with you the first time, and that's honestly okay. At least the goal should be for next time to just learn from your mistakes from the previous semester and do as best as you can to pass the following semester. Honestly, the biggest goal is just trying to make sure you pass. I stopped caring about 4.0 whatever stuff like that because you just want to make it through. Because with nursing school, you literally, all you need is to pass. That is my bare minimum, is to pass. If you make anything above that, that's great, but passing is passing. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is friendships in your cohort. You may not be besties with everyone, but the most important thing is being able to be cordial and work with them, because you are going to be working with them all the time. You're going to be together all the time. So if there's any beef, you better settle it very quickly. I have heard so many horror stories, people being petty, stuff like that. And I'm very lucky that my cohort, we're not really like that. I feel like it's just because we're really small. Our school is kind of set up to be, a little bit of a commuter school where we just go there to take our classes and then go home. So we're not really big on being petty and whatnot, and at least we're really close where we actually hang out together as a cohort at least once a semester. The friendships that you make can change throughout the semester, and honestly that's okay. And no matter what, if you're nervous about nursing school, because I came into my nursing school program not knowing anyone, I am lucky to say that I have a few friends that I have made through nursing school that are my ride or die for sure. And no matter what, you will always have your one person. I feel like that is the biggest thing one of my nursing school classmates has told me, is that it's really important to just have your one person minimum to get you through the program, because you guys will be going through so much together, and that in a way trauma bonding. The main thing is just you don't have to be best friends with everyone, and that's honestly okay. You just have to be able to work together as a team because you are going to be working together a lot. Now, the clinicals are an amazing learning opportunity. I am very grateful for the clinical rotations that I've had because I've learned so much. You do not need to worry about being perfect in clinicals. You don't want to mess up too bad, but it's a great place to really learn from your mistakes and really grow because you're still, students. And even after nursing school, you are going to continue to learn. And it takes a lot of practice, so don't be too hard on yourself if during clinicals you mess up really bad. That's why your clinical instructors are there, to really help you learn from your mistakes because you're still new to all of medical. I know I made some really bad mistakes, but it's helpful that my instructor was there to really hone in on my skills, and I feel a little bit more confident now. Now, another thing to really know about clinicals is it really allows you to learn if you like a certain type of nursing or not. I thought I really liked psych nursing, but then I did a psych clinical. Turns out I didn't like it compared to pediatrics. I'm grateful for all of the opportunities because I've learned so much and you get to be exposed to all different things. Keep in mind that you still need to maintain your professionalism when you are at a clinical site because they're actually mini interviewing you in a way. I knew a lot of people who were able to land nursing assistant jobs through their clinical sites because their clinical sites really loved, their work, and the students were also interested in that field. So it really gives you a leg up. As much as possible, you want to be able to get your foot in the door wherever you want to work because it will make landing a job after you take the NCLEX so much easier. The next thing I want to talk about is how important it is to land a job as a nursing assistant. Whether you land this job either during your nursing school career or before your nursing school career, it is highly important. I would say that the best nurses were previously nursing assistants, and being a nursing assistant really helps you with your nursing career for sure because you are forced to apply what you have learned into practice and you get paid for it. So I don't see anything wrong with that. For me, I just have to work a 12-hour night shift once a week and I work on the oncology floor and I really love it. I have learned so much within literally the first couple weeks of my job compared to my clinical. Not to say that the clinicals are bad, but clinicals, you can kind of hide a little bit behind your clinical instructor if you're confused or don't know something. But as a nursing assistant, you are in front and you are forced to really improve on your communication skills and improve on your nursing skills, your bedside manner. It really forces you to get up in front with the patient compared to if you were just on a clinical. In addition, working at a job, it really gives you a leg up for landing a job after graduation. If you have been working at a certain site for X amount of months, they really get to see how you are and really kind of trial you out a bit before deciding to hire you. In fact, I actually have a few classmates who already have a job lined up because of the fact that they were a nursing assistant on that floor and they like them so much that, okay, after you pass the NCLEX, we will hire you on this date, which is really good because honestly, nursing school loans are a lot. So it's a really great opportunity to network and to really get to know what type of nursing that you like as well. You are going to learn how you best learn. Throughout high school and undergraduate, I have learned that I did not really know how to study until I started nursing school. With nursing school, I really had to learn because it's tough. It's an accelerated program and you need to retain the information quickly because you have exams pretty often. How I learn is a lot more visual, so YouTube videos, especially with captions, really help. Talking the material through with friends on Discord. I literally only have Discord because of my main friends all being gamers. Making sure that before even studying with my friends, making sure that I have a little bit of understanding of the material, just because talking through the material out loud kind of really helps, and having spaced intervals of when I study compared to like cramming, it just works better for me. I know some people for nursing school, they work better individual, and some people, they literally just have to write everything down. So it really depends on you. The next thing I want to talk about is do not forget to have a life before even starting nursing school. So many people tell telling me like, oh, nursing school is going to be your entire life, be prepared to, you know, sacrifice. And I did. I sacrificed a lot in regards to spending less time with family and friends, but it wasn't this end all that people kind of said it was. It's really important to make sure that you have a balance because it helps keep your sanity during nursing school. Like, there were probably lots of times I would have lost my sanity if I did not keep the connections in my life that I did. And also, your friends in nursing school are also going to be the people who support you through this program as well, because they are going through it with you. Really take the time to do what you still love while, you know, studying for nursing school. You just have to modify your needs a little bit, but you don't need to like eliminate it entirely. For me now, I've gotten into yoga. I still continue doing YouTube videos, but I just limit it now maybe to like once a month or every other month. I still hang out with friends whenever I can and to still make sure to talk to family. So it's really about a balance. You can still do things. I actually have classmates who are raising children while doing this, which I don't know how, but they're doing it. So it's possible, but you have to be willing to modify like your style a little bit, and also keep in mind that circumstances vary per person. So my circumstances may be different from yours. So it's really important to take into account of that before you start nursing school. Now, I will say certain semesters it did feel like I didn't really have a life, but other semesters I had way more of a life. And honestly, making sure that you still have somewhat of a life is important because it really helps mitigate burnout. I remember my second semester, it felt like all I did was school, and if I didn't really have a life, I would have probably dropped out. So really important to keep a balance of your work-school life. The last piece of advice I really want to impart is really enjoy the moments, enjoy the suffering, and that can be hard while you are suffering. But honestly, nursing school is really unique, and you will have a lot of random laughs and cries and fun stories to tell whenever you're hanging out with your cohort, or even when you're hanging out with like your other friends. So it's really important to just, you know, enjoy the moment that you're in, because the program goes, at least for me, I'm in a 16-month program and it's going by fast. I'm literally gonna be done in a few months, which is really crazy to think that I have only met these people a year ago, and I can't imagine my life without them. They're really so sweet and special, and they've made such an impact in my life, and I'm honestly happy about the choice that I made with the school, and I don't regret doing nursing school the timing that I did, because I feel like it was right for me. And that's probably why I also try to film nursing school videos like week in my life every semester, because soon I won't be able to make those anymore, and I want to be able to look back at those videos and kind of look at the adventures that me and my classmates and my friends that we've done, and just, you know, really enjoy those memories, because it really does go by fast. I just walked for graduation as of May, and it was surreal. And once the pinning ceremony happens in August for me, that's it. You're all gonna be going separate ways, but who knows, you might bump into them down the line, and you wanna make sure that you have really beautiful memories to share together. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video really helps you in terms of how to best prepare as much as possible for nursing school. I know before I started nursing school, I watched a lot of these type of videos, so I wanted to make a video to see if that helps anyone on the internet. In addition, if you have any further questions or comments, make sure to drop it in the comment section below, and make sure to give this video a like and subscribe. It honestly really helps, and I wish you all a very good night.